Have you ever heard someone say, "I don't do details"? I hear leaders say this a lot. Something along the lines of, "I'm more of a big picture person. I just don't do the details." And honestly, it can be frustrating to be around a leader like that. Yet, I found that in his own way, God doesn't do details either. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't care about the details. Jesus himself said he has numbered the hairs of your head and he's aware of every sparrow that falls to the ground. My point is that while God is detail-oriented, he doesn't handle details or communicate them in a way that most of us would prefer. He simply tells us to trust him with the outcome, and then he commands us to act in faith and obedience. Do you remember when God showed up to Abraham in Genesis 12? And he told him in essence, leave your country and leave your people and go to a land that I will show you. And that's it. That's all he tells Abraham to do. He doesn't give him a roadmap. He doesn't give him a GPS. Only a directive. Go. Now, if you're a pragmatic person like I am, the idea that God will often direct you in this way might make you shudder a bit. But God wasn't being cruel to Abraham. And he's not being cruel to you. There's a good reason he doesn't feel the need to give you a navigational system. It's because he's offering to be your navigational system. And think about it. Which one would you rather have? God's guidance as a commodity, or God himself as your guide? Here's the good news. God will always be faithful to his end of the bargain. He'll do the showing if you will do the going. That means you can't think too far ahead about where you'll end up. You can only go where he tells you to go today. When you wake up the next morning, he'll show you where to go tomorrow. The day after that, he'll show you where to go that day, and the next day, and the next day. Listen, if he told you the whole thing at once, it'd probably freak you out. Besides, he's trying to teach you how to walk by faith. And most of all, his greatest ambition in leading you isn't that you would know what to do. No, it's that you would know who he is. That's why the simple, uncomplicated word go, it's not the Father's plan to disorient you, but his attempt to develop you. God's method of leaving out the details, listen, it's not born out of cruelty. It's born out of compassion. It's his way of teaching you to draw near to him. And in that process, you receive so much more than just good instructions. You experience deep intimacy with God himself. So, if God is leaving out some details right now in your life, don't get frustrated and don't get impatient. Activate your faith and follow him one day, one step, one choice at a time. And then buckle up, because God's greatest blessings are often on the other side of your faithful obedience. Thank you, as always, for watching Beyond Sunday, where we apply God's truth to today's challenges. Have a great week.